going to talk about the NBA and Christmas, i.e., the Christmas Day games, what we remember about them, the history of them, the greatest performances, the greatest performers. Just show some love to the NBA on Christmas because that is a huge day for the NBA. The NBA knows that. But it is funny as a side note that the NFL saw how much traction there was to be gained on that day and said, yeah, I'll take that.
we want some of that.
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
a lot of that.
Straight devoted, so it is what it is, man. It is what
What
it
up,
is.
Coach T?
Edward, what's the question, man? I cannot remember what the question is you're asking. So
We doing calls today, Bruce?
we might take a couple.
I think we should, bro.
Mhm.
I think we got a crew that could recall some good Christmas.
I think so too.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. And I know Eddie's gonna call for so whatever he started with off the rip,
Right.
he broke the seal.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, man. He broke the seal. Oh man. What up, Be Ready Sports Podcast, Coach T? Nope, I'm not a hater, man. I tell you how it is. I give you the evidence. You just don't want to accept it, but that's okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. Edward, when you're ready, man, just put the question in the chat because I do not remember what it is you telling me.
There's a lot of questions, bro.
I know. I don't know what he's telling me to ask you, but let's do it this way. Let's give a little bit of history because that's my thing, Wax Museum and all that. By the way, speaking of history, real quick, check out this book I got, Sneed.
The Ultimate History Buff Challenge. Sheesh, man. That is right up your alley, bro.
It is. Yeah.
You'll be in that book for days, probably.
Yeah, my son and I are going to have some fun with that, so I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, speaking of history, when it comes to the NBA and Christmas Day, I didn't realize how long they've been doing the Christmas Day games. I was really shocked about that. So apparently this is the 75th, tomorrow marks the 78th edition of this. I didn't know they've been doing this long. So apparently the tradition began in 1947 during the league's second season. That was before it was even known as the NBA. That was known as the Basketball Association of America. The very first game featured the New York Knicks defeating the Providence Steamrollers 89-75 at Madison Square Garden. Who knew?
Holy sh! You said
I had no idea.
Steamrollers? What the hell?
Hey, man. That's why you do your research so you can learn.
Right? Yeah. Damn.
All right.
As the Lakers at the time.
Well, the Lakers were in Minneapolis at the time.
Minneapolis Lakers. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, George Mikan and all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Edward, don't try to move the goalpost now. That wasn't the question you asked earlier. Now he's trying to switch it up. Earlier, he was arguing with Transformer and I, saying that because the NFL games tomorrow aren't going to be that good and likely not that competitive, he believes that the NBA is going to get better ratings than the NFL. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's the NFL versus the NBA. That's not.
Bro, you ever seen the ratings on the games in London that are at 9 a.m.? Mm-hmm. They get views, bro. Mm-hmm. That's early.
Yeah, he doesn't.
People get still in church.
Yeah, exactly. People got the sound down, or they got a Bluetooth in their ear. They're watching it in church on their phone. Football on your phone. But yeah, so excuse me. So the Christmas Day tradition began in 1947. Who knew? And since then, the NBA has played on Christmas every year except for 1998 due to a lockout. And since 2008, the schedule expanded to a full 5-game slate running from noon until after midnight.
By the way, I
realized the 5 games started back in 2008.
Yeah, I remember when they started doing that. And the reason they did it is because they had stars on different coasts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was LeBron, he was kind of ascending, and it was Kobe on the other side. Like that was still happening. And then there were good matchups. You had the Celtics, you had the Lakers, you had the Cavs, you had the Magic,
Nuggets.
Yeah, you had teams. The Pistons were still pretty good. There was ways to make good matchups. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Miami Heat, I think, was still pretty good.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, so it was good to see. So so I had no idea that this has been going that long, but that's cool because it gives you kind of a lot to choose from. So some interesting all-time record holders when it comes to this. Obviously, LeBron James is going to have the most total points scored on Christmas Day. That's 507. He's played, including tomorrow, he will have played in 20 Christmas Day games out of his 23 seasons in the league. So that tells you, what he means, what he has meant, and what he means to the NBA. Obviously,
they should probably do something for him for that, right? Like,
yeah,
after he retires, like they should like LeBron Day or something. Yeah, like a Christmas tradition.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think because he's so prominent to the game with all of his records and all those things. But like he should have that. That's like probably a record that may not really be approached for a long time.
I don't think so.
So
I tell you what, with his longevity, if you're going to do that for LeBron, you're going to have to do it for a lot of different things where it comes to LeBron, because he's been around a very long time. So, so he has 20 Christmas Day appearances, including tomorrow. He's got the most career wins on Christmas with 11. Most total assists on Christmas is the great Oscar Robertson, the Big O, with 145. Most total rebounds on Christmas. It is not Wilt. It is Bill Russell, the second greatest rebounder in NBA history, with 176. And the highest points per game average is Tracy McGrady at 43.3 with a minimum of 3 games on Christmas.
43.3.
Yeah.
And played in the dead ball era?
Well, when McGrady was at his peak, he was filling it up. So,
Wow.
Yeah. The Real Easy. What's going on, brother? Thank you for stopping by from Man Down. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, brother. Appreciate you coming on over. All right, so Sneed, let's start here instead of me just running down all this stuff. Let me get your thoughts on who you think is arguably the best Christmas Day performer. Maybe who's most memorable for you, and what games stand out to you?
Best Christmas Day performer. I mean, I was gonna lean towards Bron, but that's kind of like a little bit relevant. It's because it's more modern. It's closer. Right. And he's played in so many Christmas Day games. He doesn't really play bad on Christmas. I can't remember a bad game. I mean, he's pretty much dialed in for almost a triple-double every time. It's 8-9 rebounds, 8-9 assists. He's going to get you 30 points. He always shows out on Christmas. I don't know. I kind of say him, but there's some notable ones. Yeah, but there's some notable ones like the Bernard King 60. Back in like 1980, whatever it was. That one predates me a little bit. I don't remember that one. 84. I do remember Bernard King. He was a great player.
Yeah, he was a problem. I don't remember the 60. That was what?
I was 6
years old in 84. So
when I was watching Bernard King, he was playing for the Bullets.
Okay.
He was in the back half of his career. So
I remember that too. Yeah, after he blew his knee out and came back.
But he was still really good. He was like all-star.
He was like almost 30. Yeah.
I remember him being really good. I don't know, man. I think LeBron probably, but I do remember some memorable games that have nothing to do with LeBron, but some that do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I mean, I think that anytime you have these type of all-time NBA discussions, you're going to find LeBron in there somewhere. You're going to find Wilt in there somewhere. You're going to have MJ in there somewhere. There's certain names that are just going to be there, right? We talked about it earlier. Wilt Chamberlain has the rebound record for a Christmas Day game, 36 rebounds. And he also almost had the points record. He had 59 in the same game. So,
bro, the teams in today's NBA get like 47 to 49 rebounds.
That's what we talked about. Right. Right.
A guy's getting 36. What? That's, what? The only way you're going to get those kind of rebounds, the other team's got to be shooting like crap. You got to be a lot of opportunities.
Well, remember, that was a poor shooting era that Wilt played in. So, combine his dominance with the low field goal percentages, you were going to see, a lot of rebounds to be had. And he was like, okay, all those are mine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, respect to. Yeah, but so some of the records that you mentioned, Bernard King with the 60, Wilt Chamberlain with 36 rebounds and 59 points in 1961. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things crazy about Wilt, as you know.
59 and 36. That's like good. That's a good 2-game total for an all-star.
That's correct.
Like if Karl Malone.
Cut that in half. That's 30 and 18. Yeah.
Yeah. Karl Malone will get you 30 and 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
That's a good week for some NBA players, bro.
Facts.
Like Draymond Green, that's like a month, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Right? It's about a month.
That is a name that should not be in this discussion, but yes, that's correct.
Best defender of all time, bro.
Stop.
Hall of Fame, bro.
He will be in the Hall of Fame.
Hell no. Sure. Hell no. Keep going, bro. Let's keep
going. Tiny Archibald, 1972, had 18 assists for the Christmas Day record. And remember, assists were counted very differently back then, right? It was it was a pass leading directly to a basket. And if the pass was going away from the basket, they didn't count it. So that would be like literally going downhill. And like I remember when we were growing up and we were playing in the park or whatever, you throw the ball to somebody. We always said, if you dribble more than 2 times, it's not an assist anymore. We always used to play it that way. Because, I mean, really, you see dudes pass the ball now and the other dude dribbles it, 300 times and makes all these different moves. And that's not an assist anymore. Like, I'm sorry, so. Yeah. Kyrie Irving, surprising. This one surprised me. 2016, he has the record for most steals in a Christmas Day game with 7.
So that's my game, bro. That's what I was going to bring up as the best game I've ever seen on a Christmas.
That was a fantastic game, wasn't it?
A great game. And it was coming off of the NBA Finals, right, where the Cavs beat the Warriors in 7. All that happened in that series. And Kyrie cooked, bro. And actually, the only person who played better than, the only person who played better than Kyrie was actually Kevin Love. I think he had like 18 rebounds. I think he scored like 30. He had a huge game. LeBron was very good. Kyrie was excellent. Kyrie always very clutch. You know what I mean? He actually made a clutch steal, and he had the clutch fadeaway over Clay. Kevin Durant was going the other way to score, bro. They were up by 1, I think. Yeah, and then Kyrie got the steal in the open court and brought it back, fadeaway over Clay, and that was it. Oh, and I think it was Richard Jefferson stepped on KD's foot and he fell and it was over.
So I'm sorry, Coach T in the chat asked, which is the most watched Christmas Day game of all time? And the answer, Chief Sid Bubba has it correct. That is 2004 Lakers versus Heat, Shaq versus Kobe.
Yeah.
And obviously that was when Kobe had taken over the Lakers, Shaq went to Miami. And that one, now this is to the point we debated earlier, Edward. That is the most watched NBA Christmas Day game of all time, and it got 13.18 million viewers, which is cool. Bad NFL games routinely top that, man. I don't understand what you're arguing here. I really don't.
Like Jags versus Titans in London. We'll do like 15 million views.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's no slight on the NBA. Like, I'm not sure what you don't get. At the end of the day, the NFL is always going to monkey stomp the NBA in terms of viewership. Just is what it is. That doesn't mean that the NBA is not cool or whatever, but it's just it can't compete. It can't compete with the NFL. It just can't, and that is what it is. But yeah, that was the most watched game. What are you talking about? That was during the middle of the season. How is that during the middle of the season? That was a Christmas Day game. What are you? You know what? All right. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about it. Sneed, you had your top Christmas game of all time as that 2016 Warriors Cavs finals rematch. What stood out so much about that game for you?
Competition. My goodness, bro. It had the vibes, like the carryover vibes from the NBA Finals. There was a heightened sense of fierceness, right? Ferocity, if you will.
Yeah.
Both teams wanted to win badly. Kevin Durant was new to the team, right? So he wanted to make it work, and obviously they wanted to win. They wanted to show that they were the team that was going to win the finals. We'll see you in June, kind of deal. I just, and that's what I remember from when I was a kid, Bruce, about the NBA was there was a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Guys wanted to knock each other off. If this person was viewed as the best, the other person had a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So if it was a showdown between Patrick Ewing and Shaquille O'Neal, or Hakeem and Shaquille O'Neal, or whatever, that's when I think about the 90s, Bruce. I think about competition.
Yeah.
You know, and we were getting some of that, bro, when it was Golden State and Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know,
I can agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And it didn't hurt that it was, as you mentioned, just a tremendous game, right down to the wire. And then you see, Kyrie making the tremendous shot to get the dub at the end of that thing.
They had stars. They had star power on those rosters, Bruce.
Sure.
You had Kevin Durant. You had Steph Curry. You had Clay. People forget Clay was
that dude,
a very good defender and an elite offensive weapon. Curry obviously special. Kevin Durant. I mean, come on, bro. Like 7 feet. The dude's got anywhere in the arena he can hit a shot. So you got that team, and then you've got Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, LeBron. Like it was just stacked.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that was a great one. But I would say for me, it would be the Heat and the Lakers in 04. Obviously, after, the split between Shaq and Kobe. Kobe going out there scoring 42 in that game, but the Heat winning in overtime like that was a tough one because Kobe wanted so badly to win that game because the whole thing was, and you still got some idiots out there saying Shaq carried Kobe and all this foolishness, but we got to say it time and time again. If not for Kobe and his heroics, the Lakers don't even make it out of the West most of those years when the West was so brutal. So I get it. Shaq was great.
The Heat were much better though.
Say again.
The Heat roster was better constructed.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Wade as your second best player. Or I don't know. How did you view the Heat? I thought Dwayne Wade was number 2, like maybe at the start of that, but like clearly by the end of the season, like Dwayne Wade was starting to show like he was going to be something special. So yeah, but like when Shaq got there, he was the best player. I mean, Chris Mims, bro.
Right.
Chucky Atkins. We're talking like look at the roster that was left behind. Like, but I mean, it was between Kobe and Shaq. I mean, their breakup was very, very ugly.
Ugly in public, yeah, for sure.
But like Kobe dropped 42.
42. He was not going to be denied, and he did what the mama does, right? So it was one of those things. Larry Bird, good stuff. Say again.
What did Shaq do in that game? What was 4 points?
I don't think he dominated. Like I'm sure he played well.
He fouled out. Shaq fouled out. So he only played 39 minutes, which means he probably fouled out somewhere with a few minutes left in the game. Maybe, maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes. Yo, shout out to Christian Laettner, who was on that roster.
Say again.
Christian Laettner was on that roster for the Heat.
He was. Antoine Walker.
Yeah.
Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Alonzo Mourning. That team was loaded. Think about anytime you got Shaq as your starting center and Zoe coming off the bench, like that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's a lot getting to the
I mean, this was the team that eventually became the championship team, right? Like, with a couple of modifications or whatever when they got to 06.
Woodage, no. D Wade, I don't believe has the most wins on Christmas Day. I believe it's LeBron with 11. So, I mean, obviously he's going to share some of those with Wade, but
yeah.
So that Heat versus Lakers in 04, I thought was an awesome game. But also for me was the Lakers and the Celtics in 2008, which was obviously a rematch of the NBA Finals. I don't like the fact that the Lakers beat the Celtics in that game, snapping their 19-game winning streak. But, Kobe obviously he wasn't going to lose in the finals. And then, first time he sees him again, he wasn't just going to roll over. You know how that guy gets down.
I mean, Kobe definitely hated the Celtics, bro. He really embraced that hatred. Hey, man, just saying.
No doubt. But you know what's funny about that? He had a tremendous amount of respect for the great Mr. Russell, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody can acknowledge how important he was to the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So for me, you got 08 Lakers, Celtics, 04 Heat versus Lakers. But that Cavs and Warriors in 2016 definitely makes honorable mention, man. Definitely makes honorable mention. I think, though, that it really is cool to see the way that the NBA has, continued to take advantage of that day. And honestly, even though, you know, the NFL is kind of taking it from him, I kind of feel bad, right? Christmas Day is the NBA's day, and the NFL said, nah, it's mine now. And I didn't think
last year LeBron said that in a post-game interview, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was dumb for saying it, though.
Yeah.
He did say that Christmas Day has always been the NBA's day. Why would you say that when it's easy enough to see, like, demonstrably that the NFL is smacking you around? Why? See, this is what I don't like about that guy. He consistently says dumb things that are easily dismantled. Like, I just be quiet sometimes, bro. It's not necessary to say the things that you say.
I think he was saying, leave us alone. You know, let us have something. What do you think, Bruce? You don't think so?
I think he shouldn't have said that.
I agree, but I'm just saying it seemed like he was basically saying, come on, man. You guys got every other damn day. Why can't we have a day?
I don't think he was saying that. I thought he was legitimately arrogant enough to be saying the NBA belongs, you know, Christmas Day belongs to the NBA. When really the truth is any day that the NFL wants belongs to the NFL. So just, you didn't have to say that. You didn't. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I think that's what we saw. We got some really interesting stuff. I love that one that Woodage dropped in the chat. Larry Bird had 28 points, 20 rebounds, and 8 assists in his first Christmas Day game. Larry Bird, the greatest small forward who ever played. Yeah, I said it.
1980, his first season?
His first Christmas Day game. I would assume that was 1980. That's
a nice debut.
Yeah.
That's a nice performance, man. Kind of knew that guy was going to be special.
That's right. That's right. Edward says, how is he dumb for saying it when the history shows that, Bruce? It doesn't. He should. Okay, the only way he could have fixed that is, you know, he said, if he'd have said, you know, going back through all the decades, Christmas Day has always been the NBA's day, right? Words matter. Verbiage is important. If he had said that, cool. But to say, you know, Christmas is the NBA's day, no, not anymore. And that's easily verified. It belongs to the NFL now.
Once the NFL gets involved, man, it's over.
Yeah.
Everything else just takes a back seat.
Coach T, it's not that LeBron can't defend his sport, but as usual, he's flat out lying and it's easily refuted. That's the problem. He just says things all the time. He just says things. Like this latest episode, and this wasn't supposed to be about that, but this latest episode of Mind the Game with Steve Nash, where he's trying to convince us that, you know, he never played to keep the double-digit scoring streak going. And I'm like, come on, man, for real? For real? And then later in the same episode, he tells us that, you know, he would always look at the stat sheet because, you know, he likes to know. So, yeah, at any given time, he knew how many points he had. Exactly.
I mean, exactly. we could see the stat sheet on the sideline. They were printing pieces of paper and handing it to him mid-game.
Exactly.
We saw that.
Right. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Edward, what do you, this dude just likes to argue, just to argue. Bruce Wayne, what up? Yes, MJ is the GOAT. Definitely, man. Hit that like and subscribe, man. I think you're new here. I appreciate you.
MJ is not the GOAT, bro.
What?
MJ is not the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
No.
He's the GOAT.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Woody says, I heard NFL outdrew NBA on last year's Christmas. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It certainly did. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Chief said rookie LeBron scored 34 on Christmas. I didn't know they had a Christmas game his rookie year.
Wow.
Let me see. So that would have been Cavs 2003. Who would they have played? The Orlando Magic. Yeah. Against the 8-22 Magic versus the 9-20 Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I don't.
I think was Dwight drafted in 03 or 04? I think 04.
04.
Yeah. Okay, so LeBron.
Yeah, because 03 was LeBron's draft. So yeah, 04.
LeBron scored 34. He had 6 dimes. He had 8 turnovers. Carlos Boozer had 19 rebounds.
Right.
Drew Gooden, who eventually became LeBron's teammate, had 10 rebounds. T-Mac dropped 41.
There you go.
Yeah, that boy good.
Right. Okay, so let me put this to bed, right? Edward and whoever else wants to make this ridiculous argument. Last year, and this is U.S. viewers alone, the NBA averaged 5.25 million viewers across its 5 games on ABC and ESPN, right? Okay. On Netflix, it's 2 games, right? 2 games on Netflix last Christmas. The NFL averaged 24.2 million viewers, and that's on a paid service.
That's on a subscription service. That's not even
a subscription
network TV.
That's right. So that should make the numbers lower. Yet they lap the NBA by roughly a factor of 5. Can we please? Nobody's taking shots at the NBA. I know a lot of people love the NBA. I love the NBA. But can we please stop and understand the NBA cannot touch the NFL anymore? Can we just, the numbers are there. This is not hard. This is not hard.
It's been a long
time. For LeBron
time
to say what he said, it was just dumb. Yeah.
It's been a long time, Bruce, since the NBA like actually competed with the NFL.
Yeah, it's not close.
90s?
Sounds about right. Yeah, well, yeah, because when Jordan was playing, the NBA could draw numbers comparable to some Super Bowls. Yes.
No.
Yeah, so exactly, Bruce Wayne, exactly. Imagine T-Mac in this era. Yeah. Comparison. Bruce Wayne says, I'll put it up here. He says, compare superstars now to guys in the early 2000s and the 90s. They don't got the same aura. And that's true. That's true. So,
I mean, I can't comment or speculate on something like aura. How do I measure aura?
No, it's not measurable, but it's that feeling you get, and that feeling that makes you want to watch. It's different. It's definitely different.
I mean, that's what I was feeling when I was watching the Thunder and the Pacers in the finals.
Nah, I wasn't. I was watching that because I needed to watch. I did not feel that the same way. I don't think that was close.
I thought it was great. It was a beautiful series.
It was a beautiful series with great basketball. Yes,
I thought the Western Conference semifinals was fantastic between the Nuggets and the Thunder. That was great. It went 7 games. The Clippers took the Thunder 7 games.
Right.
Those were amazing.
K Soprano, that is an absolute fact. Baron Davis and Starberry would eat in this era. That's a fact. Bruce, listen, we're not saying there's no player today that has aura, man. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Nobody's saying there's no player. We're saying on the whole, it's a different feeling. Think about this, right? For anybody who's old enough to remember, why do we think that when we hear the NBA on NBC song, it feels different? Why do you think they brought that back when the NBA went on to NBC this year after, 30 years, 25 years, whatever? Why do you think they brought that song back? That should answer your question right there.
No, they're trying to win back the old heads, bro. The old heads have diverged. They're completely disconnected from this generation of the NBA, and they want to get them back.
But it's also the aura, right? You're old enough to know when you hear that song, doesn't it give you a feeling? I know it does for me.
When does. I hear that song, it does, but I had those same feelings last year when I watched the playoffs.
Nah, I can't say that. Now, don't get me wrong.
Because your Celtics weren't doing anything, bro. See, this is you better start keeping it real, Bruce.
That's not why. I swear, Sneed. Don't get me wrong. It hurt to see them go out like that, no doubt. But and I said it on this show that the playoff run last year was fantastic. I agree. So no question about it. And I've been telling other people who kind of don't that I'm cool with in my friend circle who don't feel the modern NBA. I'm like, nah, y'all got to watch the playoffs. These playoffs are good. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I agree with Bruce Wayne. There was a different aura back then, but that's not the point.
And I disagree with Bruce Wayne. Steve Nash is not as great as you think he is. He's a great player that constantly lost to better players every single time it mattered. So lots of point guards are better than Steve Nash today. Absolutely. Several guards are better than Steve Nash.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't compare Steve Nash to a 2-guard anyway. I would just keep it.
But how do I
there's few point guards now. I get you.
Like Darius Garland is a more complete offensive player than Steve Nash.
Because he can go into the post.
Darius Garland?
Yeah.
No, because he can shoot the three like at volume. He can make a good. Well, last year, this year he's kind of down, but
Nash was a 40, 50, 90 guy. So, like,
but he didn't have volume when it came to the three. Most of what he did that was special was involving pick and roll. Most of it had to do with him and Stoudemire, right?
Yeah.
Most of it was creating for others. That's one way to do it, though.
Yeah, pure point guard.
If I want that, but if I want a more complete player, I want somebody who could score too. I can get that. There are players who dished like him and also scored more than 15 a game.
I think that's just the way his coach wanted him to play. The way how pure of a shooter he was, he could have scored more. He could have.
Because I always say that about Curry too, is like the way Curry played at the beginning of his career was more like Steve Nash. Right. And then they kind of turned him into that Rip Hamilton off the screen. We're just gonna
But even when he won his first MVP, he averaged like 23 a game. Yeah, like 23 and 8, I think. So
yeah, he was good, but I'm just saying there's other guys like honestly, I think John Stockton was a better point guard than him, but John Stockton was a real lockdown defender. You know what I'm saying? Steve Nash brought nothing to the table defensively.
100% agree.
You know, absolutely. And anytime shit got heavy, bro, he was nowhere to be found.
Well, defense is not important. This is what I was told. So it's not. Doesn't matter anymore. Well, okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's open up the phone lines because I would love to hear some of the callers call in and give their thoughts on, performances that stand out to them from Christmas, games that stand out to them from Christmas, teams, what have you. I would love to go ahead and share this platform with them on that particular topic. So let's go ahead. Say again.
It's a shame we never got a Kobe against the New York Knicks on Christmas, at Madison Square Garden. Why didn't we ever get that, bro?
Because I think probably the Knicks were in a bad stretch at that point until Melo got there.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
By the time Melo got there, Kobe was starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah. So, yeah, give us a call, 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. We want to hear from you on your thoughts about, standout performances, stuff that sticks out in your memory, what you think is the best game on Christmas, et cetera, et cetera. We want to hear from you on that. And then we'll get out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your night with your loved ones.
Guys, who we got?
What up, Laker Nation? Coach T.
What up?
What up, man?
What up, your favorite haters?
What you got, Coach T?
Rose, man, you been yelling all day, man. I see your voice.
No, I'm good. What's up?
Yeah, he been yelling at the. He been yelling at the screen. He been yelling at the phone all day. We know why.
What up?
He been yelling for the last 3 days. Bruce, man, calm down, man. The world is still revolving. The world is still moving on, bro. You'll be okay, bro.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Trust me. What you got though?
All right.
On the topic.
What I got is everything Lakers, LA, all day.
Okay.
We should put a petition. Like every Christmas, we should play the Celtics in LA on Christmas Day.
Why does it have to be in LA?
So we can put foots in them.
Why does it have to be in LA?
Well, they can do a home versus home every year.
Yeah, just alternate it. Yeah,
football.
Exactly.
Because I would love to. Yeah, we can put foots on them on Christmas in Boston too.
Whatever, man.
TD Garden? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. TD Garden.
Yeah.
Now, what was it called when I was a kid? The Garden. It was.
It was the Boston Garden before. They tore it down.
Christmas Day. I miss the old Boston Garden. I love when Magic and them boys went up there.
The parquet floor, man. The parquet floor.
I just didn't like that checkered floor they had. It was disgusting to look at.
We still got the parquet floor.
That floor is disgusting.
Is this what you call for, Coach T?
Got the leprechaun at center court. And
most beautiful logo in the league.
Hey, we got one of those.
Domino's pizza. You got that Domino's pizza box colored checkered floor all over the place, man. Like you want to go play checkers out there in that basketball.
Yo, Coach T chose violence today, bro.
That's okay. He knows why he chose it. He knows why.
Nah, he chose violence 2 days ago.
All I did was tell the truth.
Bruce won't
I told you the truth 6 months ago, but anyway.
The way Bruce was coming at me on my phone out of just out of nowhere.
The way Bruce was telling truth out of nowhere.
Are you gonna do the show? Are you gonna do the show? Are you gonna do the show soon? He's like, yeah, on Friday. And I called and I wanted to tell him I want to be on there so I can give him all this smoke because he's telling half truth out here, and then he over here. He the one seek violence first. I just want to have just ask one question, and then he just went berserk. And like, bro, if you want beef or something, like, damn, he's coming at me foul.
I don't understand how it's coming foul to tell the truth, but that's okay though. That's okay.
Nah, bro. I'll send Sneed every single one of those text messages.
You do that. And
you was coming sideways. Nah. Greatest Christmas Day ever. The best rivalry in sports. Lakers Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Once LeBron leaves.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, when LeBron leaves. I would love to see that rivalry. Certain games should debut on marquee days. It shouldn't come on a random Tuesday.
Now that I can agree with. I agree with that.
Lakers Celtics, Christmas Day, Knicks Heat, Knicks Heat on a Christmas Day or New Year's Day.
Right.
You know, have those big rivalry games like that. Because
that's a good point.
Because that's what people will. The real NBA fans will tune in for that.
I agree. But I think
Cooper
though,
Flag versus Derek Queen. I think Brucey will tune into that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wemby versus SGA Christmas Day. You'll get a lot of views.
Yeah, I don't think they care about the purists though. Honestly, I really don't.
Yeah, but you should take an opportunity to really display the young talent, right? The ones that are, kind of approaching that point in their careers where they want to be seen.
Ain't gonna play forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Bernard King does have the greatest scoring, but they lost that game. And I looked it up. They played the Nets. They lost it 120 to 114.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaq fouled out because every time somebody was coming down the lane to dunk on him, he fouled the shit out of him. Because he made that comment the day before in a press conference about the game. He was like, "There ain't gonna be no dunk, no dunk."
Right.
And every time Kobe and Lamar Odom or somebody come down the lane to boom, he fouled shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. As he should.
Now, if only
Shaq
was in shape. If only he came into that season in shape.
Well, he did get in better shape because Pat Riley don't play that.
He was.
Pat Riley has all the weigh-ins and body fats, and
I thought he admitted it. I thought he admitted he was like 345.
Orlando Magic weight.
Yeah, he lost a lot because Pat Riley will not let you play if you're not in condition. He doesn't do that.
He dropped down to what, 320?
I mean, that's the beginning of LA. I think
he was slim down.
Yeah, because remember he had got up to like 380 at his peak in LA. So,
bro, Shaq faded so fast, bro. His career just faded.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I'm on this call for 7 minutes. We ain't even discussed nothing about Christmas Day. Besides the Lakers Celtics, so they put puts in them.
Mm-hmm.
The Heat has the all-time record with winning percentage on Christmas Day is the Miami Heat. I think Dwayne Wade has a lot to do with that.
Wade
The
County.
Knicks, even though the Knicks played the most games, but they have a losing record on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're going to be on there a lot more. I think going forward, you're going to see a lot of OKC and San Antonio on Christmas Day.
For sure. Yeah.
Because of SGA and Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they quit playing the Joker on Christmas Day, and I'm kind of looking at that one.
You going to piss off Edward. Don't do that.
Joker is literally like the face of the league. It's anytime anybody talks about the NBA, they're talking about Joker. He's a daily triple double.
I don't hate the Joker. It's just if Jamal Murray's not playing, Aaron Gordon's not playing. They're not fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to see Joker just sitting up there shooting threes and all that. Yeah, he makes some great passes. They're ooh and ah, but I want to see Jamal Murray go out there and kill and get, go on a 10-0 run by himself.
Bro, Joker
I want to see Aaron Gordon with those 6 putbacks.
Joker is one of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA. Why wouldn't they highlight him?
Right.
What did you say, Sneak?
Joker is one of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA.
To me, it's Wemby. It's Wemby now because he be blocking shots out of nowhere.
No, I agree. I just said one of. I'm not going to say he's the most or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's objective, or that's subjective. But yeah, I would say Wemby's up there too. I think people want to see what that kid's about. I mean, he's a unique,
but they need
physical gift.
Are they featuring Toronto tomorrow?
No.
Toronto?
No.
Cavs and Knicks open at noon.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the game.
Yeah. Cavs and Knicks open at noon.
Thunder and Spurs play tomorrow.
Yeah, and then I think the Lakers are the evening game, aren't they?
They're probably like the evening primetime game.
Yep, they're the 8 p.m. against the Rockets. Mavs Warriors at 5.
Yeah.
I mean, the games I want to see, honestly, Coach T, I want to see the Cavs Knicks. I'm going to watch the Spurs Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the must-see games for me, those two. Anything after that is extra, and I don't even really care that much.
Right.
Is Luka going to be back for the Lakers?
Mm-mm.
No?
Not that I know of. I didn't hear that anyway.
I don't think so. But the way Austin Reeves played last night, he might need to tape up whatever's hurting and get back out there. Because Austin Reeves scrapped the dog pan last night.
Yeah, and I'm not going to stay up till 1 a.m. to watch Timberwolves versus Nuggets.
Not at all.
With that,
no. I know somebody who will.
Real quick, one thing I want to say before I let it go, which is I think this is what the NBA needs a lot more of, even though it's annoying, is how Dylan Brooks, every time he plays, they plays against LeBron, he is going at him like he's a superstar himself. Like his best game this season has come against LeBron James.
You know why?
Like he's going at him. Like he's.
But do you know why he's going at him?
You know what? You're not bound. I guess you don't like him
because he's old. He wouldn't have did this 10 years ago. They're taking advantage of LeBron being old.
Then LeBron shouldn't be there anymore. That's his choice.
Yeah, LeBron would have body bagged him 10 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, Coach T, man, I'm going to let you go. Take this other call because I know Edward's trying to get in here.
Yeah, I know. Edward's ready to come. Edward's coming for you with a hot pitch.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna connect. I got you Friday. I want you to send me the link, though.
Yeah. I'll let you know if I'm still doing that.
I'm not ducking that smoke.
Yeah.
All right, Coach T. Appreciate you.
Coach T. All right, Edward, go ahead. Give us a call, man. Let me hear what you got to say.
You're about to get cooked, Bruce. You're about to get cooked.
You about to get cooked, man.
You about to get roasted, toasted, and floasted.
Edward, what up, man?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! I don't know. First of all, let me just say hello, fellas.
What up, Eddie?
Steve, thank you for taking care of my light word when it comes to the Joker. Unlike someone else on that panel, he could at least did the same thing too, but nah, he didn't want to. It's just so much to unpack here. Let me say this for me. This is for me. My favorite Christmas game was
Joker 2023.
Right.
Okay, now y'all being funny, so y'all need to chill.
He had a great game in 23. That was the year they won the finals.
No. Hold on. Why does it sound like somebody got YouTube on in the background? It sounds like I'm hearing echo of me talking.
No, you good.
Oh, okay. So my favorite was Melo versus Kobe. That's number one. That game they played, I think it was in the Garden, or it was in LA. I can't not remember. I know it was that one. Number one. My second one was when T-Mac versus Bron. That was a good one too. And the last one was hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. And then my last one was it was the Boston Celtics with Kyrie. I forgot who they played. He put on a show with that one because I had an issue with rank the KD and Curry and Clay going against the Cavs with LeBron, Kevin Love.
What would that have, Eddie, that would have been like 2018, 2019?
Yeah, somewhere around that one. I think with the Kyrie. We talked about the Kyrie when he played in Boston. Remember that game? You know what game I'm talking about, Bruce?
Yeah, I know the one.
28.
Yeah, that one. But those are my three favorite Christmas games. But so tomorrow, I'm not. It's just so much to unpack here. We're not even going to get into the NFL, NBA.
No. I was just about to say, hold on. Go ahead. Since you said don't explain your point for you. Go ahead, tell it, and don't move the goalpost now. No. Hold on, Bruce. Let me just say this. Bruce and my brother Transformer. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get on him. He drunk that Kool-Aid. they told the truth, right.
Yeah, y'all told the truth on it. Yes, I appreciate y'all explaining that to me. But however, Sneak, 3 NFL games coming on tomorrow. You know what they are, right?
Yeah.
Are any of those 3 NFL games going to be excitement just as we got NBA games tomorrow? I want to hear you, Bruce. You don't say nothing.
Wait, are we talking about viewership or excitement?
Excitement.
Okay, excitement is personal and completely subjective. Ratings and viewership is objective. Those are 2 different things.
I give you that. But we are going to realize that, okay, it's going to be some critics talked about these 3 NFL games. You know why, right?
Why is that?
Okay, we already know Cowboys are going to be must-watch TV because that's America's team. We know about that.
But they're out of the playoffs, though.
Thank you for proving them. They out of the playoffs, but they still going to be watched, though. That's number one. That's the first.
Right. Okay.
The second game is the Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings.
That has playoff implications.
Yeah, they on thin line. They like on thin ice right now with what they got.
Okay, so game 1 is a rivalry, interdivision rivalry. Game 2 is interdivision rivalry, and then game 3 is also an interdivision rivalry. But Mahomes is out,
and they have the playoffs.
Yeah,
and the Kansas City Chiefs.
But Denver is not.
Yeah, Denver is going to be playing for the division.
Okay, they're going to be playing. They're going to win. They're going against a third-string backup quarterback.
And possibly the number 1 overall seed in the AFC.
And they also going against a backup quarterback. They playing AAU football.
It's the NFL. It doesn't matter.
I get it, Bruce. Okay, that's true and all. But I also said, but it's going to be critics and talked about how they're like, dang, these games were boring.
I don't think there's a guarantee that any of those games are boring.
How come?
Cowboys and Commanders, there's a lot of pride. It's a conference game, right? It's a divisional game. Same thing with the Lions and Vikings. The one that's kind of touchy is if the Broncos defense gets going early, that can get pretty ugly. If I'm thinking about me being excited for those 3 NFL games, I'm not really excited for any of those 3. I'm much more excited for the NBA games personally, but that doesn't mean that's going to be the viewership is going to follow. Those 3 NFL games will 5x all 5 of the NBA games combined.
Don't know why it's so hard to admit that.
But I'd rather watch the NBA games personally.
Bruce, I did say I will admit to you, okay, you got it, bro. You got the crown, bro. You got it. You got the juice. You got the juice, bro. You got the juice, okay?
Of course I do. But you're still trying to argue and move the goalposts and change the narrative because you don't just want to let it go.
I let it go. I just wanted to ask Sneed about which one he's going to be impressed. But anyway, we got it on out the way.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Out the way. Now we're going to talk about tomorrow's game. I'm excited to see all the NBA games tomorrow.
Same.
Sneed, I need to know what's going on with your Cavs. They number 8. They was, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing word about Evan Mobley was the softest defensive player of the year. He's not playing like that guy. I don't know what's going on. What do you think might be what's going on?
Well, I mean, that's a valid point. Evan Mobley is very much underperforming compared to last year. He's not as productive offensively. He's not as assertive defensively. The Cavs overall seem a little bit disjointed. They don't have the same vibe like how they vibed together last year. I don't see that this year. I see a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. I don't see any continuity. Darius Garland has not been playing well. I mean, outside of Donovan Mitchell carrying the Cavs, who's playing good for the Cavs all year consistently? I don't think anybody outside of Donovan Mitchell. That's it. So
yeah, and also, man, I don't know what's going on with Jarrett Allen. I mean, like, dang, he's not even putting the effort like that anymore. Don't you think so too?
I've been seeing him in and out of the lineup. I think what ends up happening is when you're in and out of the lineup like that is you can't be consistent, right? You're constantly getting, you're sitting, you miss a couple of games that you come back in and there's other guys in the rotation. Your role's been kind of changed. I think there's some of that going on. I think the real issue, Eddie, they're just not tough. They're just not resilient. They're not hard-nosed. Like if we're in a series with the Knicks, I think we lose in 5. I give Donovan Mitchell 1 game. I think he finds a way to beat the Knicks once. You know what I'm saying? But I think the rest of them will just get bullied, which is crazy because it's not like Cat is some physical, just dominator or anything like that. But I think the other guys like OG Anunoby, I think he'll be dogging these guys. I think guys like what's his name? Mikal Bridges, just hustle and effort, and Josh Hart will probably get like 10 rebounds, and Jarrett Allen will get like 7. It'll be something stupid like that. I don't like the makeup of the Cavs outside of Donovan Mitchell. That team is soft, bro.
Yeah, I understand. Then the next game we got, I think it's going to be.
Hold on, Edward, hold on, real quick, man. First, I'm gonna ask you a question. Then I'm gonna ask you to kind of run through these a little more quickly. My question for you is: am I in another world, or am I hearing you complain about lack of defensive effort?
Wait a minute, hold on. No, don't you do that, Bruce.
I do what? I'm asking you to clarify.
No, I did not. No, I was just saying.
You should answer the question, Eddie.
Thank you, Sneed.
No.
Why?
I'm not complaining about that. I was not complaining. I was not saying nothing. I don't know where they come from. I wasn't even
because that's what it sounded like. That's why I was trying to clarify. But go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't prepared for that question. But anyway, let's keep going.
You had to be prepared for a simple yes or no question, Edward.
No, Bruce, don't you do that. You don't even give me yes or no question. Anyway, let's keep going. I want to see what Cooper Flag gonna look like. He's been improving. He's been getting well since Jason Kidd take him off the point. Mm-hmm. He's been improving, and they playing against Golden State. Yeah, okay. Then the next one is we already know about KD and LeBron and all that, and of course, the last game I will watch all.
Bro, this ain't 2009, bro. Like KD and LeBron. This is not 2000.
Yeah, I'm saying we are. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever, man. Those guys, okay, whatever. But the last one we got the Denver Nuggets in Minnesota. We'll be watching that one too. Bruce.
Of course, you'll be watching that one for obvious reasons.
We got okay, Bruce. You know what? I'm gonna talk to you offline. I'm gonna let somebody else call in. Make sure y'all get the likes and subscribe for my brother and Bruce as well and Sneed. But y'all, Bruce, you try to be you, man. You really try to be you, all right?
I'm always me, brother. I'm always me.
All right, man. Water, bro.
Water.
Hey, we'll see. So the Denver Nuggets lost the last game. Close. Real close. Yeah. And they lost Cam Johnson to a knee injury, dude.
That could be tough.
Remember, that was the trade to the Nets. They brought in Cam Johnson. They traded Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
That changes some things, you know. That's tough. Tough loss.
Yeah, for sure. Caller from California. I saw your number, 562 area code. Call us back. Not sure who that was.
California.
But yeah.
I kind of got to give it to Eddie, though, bro. I'm kind of more interested in the NBA games personally.
I'm not saying that that's not the case. All I'm saying, his argument earlier today, and you will hear it when you watch the show that we did, Transformer and I, he was arguing that the NFL is not going to outrate the NBA tomorrow. And I
don't see that part, but I think he changed his position. I think he is personally excited about the NBA games more so than the NFL.
He moved the goalpost because he got smashed on that ridiculous position that he had. That's what he did.
Yeah, the NBA that day ain't gonna happen. They can't.
It's not close.
Bro, there's 18 weeks in an NFL season. Every game has gravity, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And people paid, high prices for those season tickets. It's not, one of 41.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, we are going to leave it right there. Looks like a call from California. Sorry, I missed you. Try back with us next time. Sneed and I, we're going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening with your families for the holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, happy holidays to you and yours. Be safe out there. Enjoy. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you also hit the like and subscribe on the SMT Media Network channel. Definitely appreciate that as well. And if you're watching this, we know that you talk sports with other people in your orbit. So make sure you share both channels with them. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back when we get back, and we out. Peace.